Hi guys, this is Cheryl with Architect Destiny. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in today for another video. So I think this is probably the video that everybody has been waiting for. And I'm very excited because I've been waiting a while to get this pulled together as well. So here we go. This is the setup of my 2026 planner system. So hopefully you've seen parts 1 and 2. Part 1 was a flip through and review of my new planner, which is the Faded Chronicle TN size all-in-one planner. So if you haven't seen that, that's part 1 of the series. Part 2 of the series was a haul of my 2026 planner accessories. So if you haven't seen that, please watch that as well. This is part 3, which is the actual planner system setup. So I'm just gonna dive right in because I kind of just have like a few minutes before I have to get a move on for an appointment. But if you saw my part 2 accessories video, you will have seen that I was kind of freaking out about this traveler's notebook cover because my planner would not like slide into the back slot of the cover. So I was like, oh no, I gotta find a bigger planner, and I went through all the things. However, here she is. This is the original cover that I purchased on Amazon. And I figured out how to make it all fit perfectly, as you can see. Everything, well, not everything is in there, but I'll get to that in a minute. So this is an actual leather cover, and if you're interested in it, you can take a look at it on my Amazon storefront. It's on the Traveler's Notebook idea list. So take a look there if you're interested in seeing all the features and looking at it and pricing it out and all that. This little charm, and I said where all these things were from in part 2, so I'm not going to do that again today. If you want to see where all of the things in my planner are from, please watch part 2, the haul video. And I kind of list out, name out, spell out all the shops that these items are from. So this has an elastic closure, which I love. And I know some people, thank you to all the people who recommended other Traveler's Notebook covers to me when they saw me panic about this one. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet and so great. I do like the elastic cover for the elastic closure for a couple of reasons. Number one, it just has that more kind of casual look that I really like as opposed to the snap closure or lock closure or any other things that might be out there. I just love the elastic. It has that really laid back look that is my vibe. Secondly, it allows for expansion of the notebook, the cover. If it gets really stuffed, the elastic, of course, will allow a lot more room for the planner to fluff up and grow, which I also like and appreciate. So I'm happy to have a traveler's notebook with an elastic cover. I put my cute little Starbucks charm right there on the front, and I think it looks super cute and simple. And it speaks to my love of coffee, of sitting in Starbucks with my computer and my planner and books and working and doing all that fun stuff. So yeah, I just really love the way this looks right now. Of course, I can always change out the charm. I can add another charm here. I can do different things. But for right now, this is exactly the look that I'm going for. As you can see, this is not a new pen. This is my Gunmetal Barrel Uni Jetstream 4-in-1 multi-pen. And I love this pen. It has a slimmer body than the black Uni Jetstream that I'm using right now. And so I thought it would just be a nicer look and a nicer fit for this setup. And so I'm really enjoying the fact that I can just slide it in there. It does not move. It will not fall out. It does not fit in the, well, it fits. It's a very tight fit in the pin loop in here, but I don't like the way the pin loop sits out when I put it in there. Let's see if I can show you. As you can see, it is a very tight fit. I just don't like the way it makes the planner kind of sit out back here when this pin loop is utilized, so I'm not using it. So this will just stay nicely tucked back here like this, and my pen sits right there just like that. So that is going to work. I should say I've not used this yet other than to do all of my spreads and everything set up. So that's going to work very well. So I'll just pull this out. We'll open this up. We'll get going. I need to move along. Let's make sure I am in frame. Okay, let's open her up. And as you can see, there is a slip pocket right here. There are 3 card slots here, and I love the scallop edge detail. I think that's really, really cute, but still simple. This is the metal stencil that I purchased on Amazon. This also is in my storefront if you're interested in it. And then these boxes here, this little set of boxes here, they are the perfect size to make my check boxes in my planner. They fit the grid just right, and I'm so excited for that. I did enjoy using my Hobonichi stencil. However, it was plastic, it was a little delicate, and there is a section on there that, and I've had 2 or 3 of those, that does over time and with use, it will break apart. So my Hobonichi stencil actually has a little point in it that's broken. So I decided to go for something a little more sturdy and that has a little, a few more features that I know that I will be able to use in my planner. And so these little check boxes up here at the top are the ones that will fit perfectly with the 4mm grid size to do my check boxes. So that is going to sit right in there. This is my Odd Girl Journals wallet insert, and I love this so much. I think aside from the planner, this is like my favorite part of this setup. I love the Trader Joe's grocery bag. I think that's what it's made out of. It's kind of a plasticky vinyl, wax coated, I believe, material. I love the design on it. And I just love the way it looks in here. And I like for this to be the first thing I see when I open up my planner. So it opens up to, well, there's a zipper pocket here. And in the zipper pocket, I just have some address labels, which I won't pull out because they have my address. I have some stamps. And I have some of these little white Avery labels that can be used to cover up mistakes if the whiteout fails me in my planner. So I have just a little sheet of those in there. That's all I have in the zip pocket. I'm thinking about maybe putting a little charm on the zipper, but I'll have to find something that I like and something that will kind of match everything else. But I'm thinking about putting a little charm right there. Then you open up the wallet insert. There is a slip pocket here. And in here, I have my transparent sticky tabs from Mr. Pen. You will have seen those in my haul video. And there are 5 little pockets here, vertical pockets. And I don't have anything in most of them. I just have my little Midori mini sticky notes in here, just for some cuteness, and if I decide I'm actually going to use them. I did not use a single one of them all year, last year, but I wanted them in here, so I put them in one of these little vertical pockets. Then in this pocket, I will keep just some select stickers that I might want to have with me. Right now, I have, and some note paper, I have my Hip Digi Chick payday stickers that I just like to have right here so I can quickly pull out and put a payday sticker down. I have all of my favorite smiley stickers that I use when it's been a good day, when I do all of the tasks on my to-do list, and just when I drink 120 ounces of water. These are my reward stickers for when I do things that I'm supposed to do. These are my unhappy stickers by Libby and Lou Sticker Co. And I believe I ordered these on Amazon, but I'm sure Libby and Lou is also on Etsy. But yeah, these are for when it's not such a good day with keeping my habits and doing things I should do. These are my guest check note sheets. And I keep a guest checklist pad in like a little server's notebook in my purse actually, and I use it for on-the-go note-taking when I don't have my planner with me. But I just pulled out a few sheets, guest check sheets, and put them in here so that I will have just some loose paper if I need to take a note or something when I'm on the go and I don't particularly want to write it in my planner. I can just pull out a quick sheet of paper and write things down. So I have those in there like that. And this is the back. There's nothing on the back, so this is the full wallet insert. Then we get to my planner. As you can see, I have put down the deco stickers that I wanted to put down. These two are stickers that I have been like just hoarding in my planner and taking them from year to year, probably for about 2 or 3 years now. They are from, oh gosh, Stick and Shine. Oh my goodness. I'll have to put it up here if I don't get it right. I want to say Stick and Shine Planner Co. or oh my gosh. I'll have to put it up here because I don't want to get it wrong in case you're interested in buying these. But I've been carrying these in my planners just like in a little clear pocket as deco, and I didn't want to commit to using them. But guess what? I realized yesterday when I was going to put these on my planner. They're not even stickers. They're die cuts. So I was like, what? I was trying to like peel back at the backing off, and I'm like, these aren't even stickers. They're die cuts. So no problem with having to commit because they won't stick down. So I used some washi tape and just put a little washi tape on the back so they wouldn't slide around, and just place them where I wanted them on the front. It kind of makes me happy that I didn't have to commit. Well, I wouldn't have had to anyway. I could have just put washi tape even if it was a sticker, but anyway, I'm rambling. But I love the way these look on here. I love having them on the outside of my planner rather than on an inside pocket where I never get to see them. So this is perfect. This is from Redbubble. This is from Redbubble. I will let you know where these are from. And then on the back cover, these both are from Redbubble as well. I do have a clear cover on this planner. Faded Chronicle now has their clear covers back in stock. I checked with Tiffany yesterday, and she said that the shop is back open and the clear covers are in stock. So if you ordered a Faded Chronicle planner and the clear covers were not available and you want one, go back and visit the website and they should be there. However, I couldn't wait. So I purchased a clear cover from Lauren Phelps Designs. This is her standard N1. It's called the full size cover. And this is for planners that have up to 500 or so pages. My planner has 512 pages. It was a very snug fit. I did have to heat the cover to mold it to the planner because as it was, the planner cover would not close. It was kind of like that. So I have a space heater under my desk. I just kind of placed the cover in front of the space heater, let it warm up, and then I slipped it on here, closed the book, and put my Bible on top of it, something heavy on top. And I did it a couple of times to make sure it was as flat as I wanted it to be. And it worked perfectly. So yeah, if you do get one from Lauren Phelps Designs for your Faded Chronicle planner, and I love Lauren Phelps covers. They are such good quality. I love the fact that they have pockets on the inside for deco and just to place things. I love her clear covers. I've used them on my planners for ages. On my Hobonichi Cousin, on my Wonderland. Well, actually on Wonderland, I used a Wonderland cover. But I've used Lauren's clear covers on my Hobonichis for every year that I used a Hobonichi Cousin. So this is a very good quality cover. If you decide to use Lauren Phelps, you will not be disappointed, but you will if you have this planner, this TN all-in-one. You will have to heat the cover to mold it to the planner. Okay, that's enough about the cover. We go inside. I don't have anything in these pockets yet, as I collect things throughout the year or just, whatever. I will potentially put things in here. If not, it's not a big deal either. I do have some of a card with these page flags because I use these page flags for pre-planning. So when my flags get worn, I can just throw one away, make a new one. Or if I have a one-time event that I don't want to write directly into my planner yet, I want to just have a placeholder for it, I can just pull a page flag and write it in and put it in my planner. So I use these for pre-planning, and they live right here. This is just a Target Dollar Spot sticky pouch adhesive pocket. I have a ton of them. Whenever the school supplies go on sale, I check the dollar section at Target and I buy more. So I've got just like a ton of them because I never ever want to run out. Then we turn the page and I've got another Target Dollar Spot pocket, and I have my favorite picture of my parents as newlyweds in 1964. So I love this picture very much, and I love to keep it with me. My mom, she's so beautiful. She is 83 years old now, and she's still beautiful. And my dad is deceased, but I'm kind of like a perfect combination of them, their features. And I just love this picture. It's just so sweet. And I love opening my planner and seeing it there. This is just the cover page. Inside the planner, I put another red bubble vinyl here, just for a small simple deco. These are the annual spreads. This is 2027, 2028. I can't imagine having to plan out to 2028. I do know I'm going to be planning for 2027 out in here because it will be mine and my husband's 30th wedding anniversary. We're going to be planning something really special for our 30th anniversary in November. So I know I'll be doing some planning for that. This is 2026, and on my yearly planner, I typically will track paydays, holidays where I don't have to work, vacation days, and sick days. And I have those color-coded. So I will just, on here, just take and that's what these actually are for. That's why I have them laying here, because these are the colors that I'm going to use. I will just take my mild liner or my Tombow and just put a little mark over the date to indicate which of these it is. Then this is the page that I will put my vision board. I've not done that yet, but when I sit down, take the time to do a new vision board, I will, of course, show you that. If I forget, please remind me in the comments, but this is where my vision board will be. I have not done any work on goals yet. I still have time for that. I've got a couple more weeks to sit down and think and work on goals. But these are the quarterly spreads, and I will be using these for planning out my goals for the year. One thing that I think is odd and I think would be an improvement to this setup is for this, this planner page to be with the yearly spreads. I think this actually should go right here, and then the blank pages, and then the quarterly. So if I were going to suggest an improvement, I would suggest that this spread goes back here. So anyway, but it's in here. I utilize it. I need it. It works. So it's fine. This is where I mark my birthdays, anniversaries, dentist appointments, and doctor appointments. Again, they're color-coded. The key is up here at the top. Let you get a little closer look at that. And as you can see, I already have everything written in for the year so far that I know of. Birthdays are always the same, so I can just put those in. Those are in orange. Anniversaries are the pink. Dentist appointments are the turquoise, and so far I only have mine and my youngest son Cameron's appointments in here, and those are really the only ones that I track. My older son takes care of his own, and my husband of course takes care of his own, so it's only Cameron and myself that I keep track of in here as far as dentist and doctor appointments. And then when we make doctor appointments, I will of course put them in here and code them yellow. So that's what I use this spread for. Then we go straight into the months. There's this blank cover page. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for yet. I may use it for some kind of overview for the month. I may just put a picture here just as some pretty deco. I don't know. We'll see. Then I've got this all set up. These are the gratitude stickers that I purchased from Sticker Packed. And so I've got the little gratitude sticker on each of these monthly spreads, and this will be where I do a line a day of gratitude for each month. Down here at the bottom, I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for, but I'm thinking I will use it for scripture of the month. I want to make a more intentional effort of having aspects of my spiritual life in my planner instead of in a separate place. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put a scripture for the month in my planner that I will attempt to memorize throughout the month, and that will just help me on a lot of different levels. So that's what I'm going to use this for. Then we go, is there anything I don't want you to see? Oh, no, that's fine. We go into January. As you can see, I have January pre-planned with my page flags. As I mentioned, I used my holiday stickers. I've already got all the holiday stickers put in for the whole year. So that was fun putting those down. If you want to know where they're from, please check out my haul video. These monthly stickers are from Lauren Phelps Designs. I ordered them along with the clear cover. So yeah, this is how I'm going to do my monthlies. Just pre-plan out, and typically I do videos for monthly plan with me's. So you'll see me actually write all these things in and get this all planned out on video. Hopefully here soon towards the end of the month. This planner is set up like the Wonderland 222 planner in that January month, January weeks, and January dailies are all together. So we go immediately into the weeklies, and this is what the weekly spread looks like. And I won't go through all of this again in detail because I did that in part 1, where I did a full flip through of this and a review and gave you ideas about how I plan to use it. So this is the weekly. These are the dailies. I've already got this set up for the first 4 days in January. The planner actually starts with December 29th, but 29th through the 31st will be in my 2025 planner. I will just like backfill this with any details that I want to remember. I won't, fully plan out, and I will not do dailies for the days in December. I will only do dailies for the days in January. So this is the dailies, and I have just enough for the first week. What I found was for this planner that I don't have enough. I can take a quick sip of coffee. I don't have enough grid pages in the back for all of the spreads that I like to have for all of my logs. So I chose to use some of the spreads in the dailies because I don't plan to use a whole page for a daily. Maybe a half a page, maybe even on some days a third of a page. The main thing I want to do on my dailies is do a little journaling. I may track my water on my dailies. I'm not sure if I will try to track it somewhere here. I have a feeling I will need all of this space. So I'm thinking that I'll probably track my water on the dailies, but I won't need a whole page. So for some of my log type spreads, I have used some of the daily pages, and I have tabbed those pages up at the top, as you can see, with these label stickers here. So I use these, and I have another set with different colors. I have 2 sets. So that's what I use to tab these log spreads so that I can easily find them. This one is very identically set up to the way I set up my movie and show content spreads in my Wonderland 222. Just have movies at the top, then I have date, title, and rating. I do not have a place for notes because these pages are not as wide, so there's not enough space. So I don't have space to write notes about how I felt about it. But yeah, I think the rating will be sufficient. So I plan to use these pretty much the same way. I think I had only 2 pages for movies in my Wonderland, and I ran out of pages. We watched a lot of movies. And so I made sure I had plenty of space. So I have 4 pages for movies for next year. So that should be plenty for me to log all of the movies we watch. Then there's another week. There's dailies, and I put these in here so that I have them with me when I get ready to set up the dailies. So this will be the dailies for the 2nd week of January. And so I've got those right there. And then I have, and I left 3 pages for the dailies here because I won't need as many pages for shows because most of the shows that I watch are series and they take me longer to watch, of course, so I won't watch as many. So for shows, I have the same thing, date, title, and rating. And I have 3 pages for shows. So 4 for movies, 3 pages for shows. And then there's the next week of January. Flip over to the dailies. I think I left 4 pages for dailies here. And then I have my online orders. This is the same spread as in my Wonderland. Date, item, shipped, and received. So I can put either the date it was shipped, if I get a notification that it was shipped, or I can put a check or whatever, and then a check or the date that I received it, whatever I decide to do. There's room here to write the month and day if I want to do that. So I have 2 pages for online orders. That should be plenty. I did not utilize the full 2 pages in my Wonderland, so I think this will be fine for the year. There's a new series with Patrick Dempsey coming out that premieres on January 25th. So I just wrote a little note on a sticky note. It's a show on Hulu called Memory of a Killer. I loved Patrick Dempsey, of course, from Grey's Anatomy. And so the fact that he's got a thriller show coming out, I'm there for it. I will be watching it. So I just put a little note here to remind me to tune in for that on Sunday night, the 25th of January. So then we go into February. It's the same setup, so I won't go through all the months. Again, I've got all of my holidays down. Winter Olympics starts on the 6th 6th, so I noted that on a sticky note. Then I don't have any logs in February or March. I wanted to spread them out a little bit, so I did them like pretty much every quarter until I got to the end. And then I did 2 months and then 2 months, so I could have enough. But I wanted to spread them out a little bit. So in April, I do have some more of my logs. I have my book and music log, and I have one spread for each one. So I put 2 tabs at the top here. Books, the date it's completed, the title and the author, and the rating, and I will use the stars. And so I have, for music, I just usually put a list of songs that I'm listening to a lot or that I really like. If I discover new songs or if I go back and I just get the feels for an oldie but goodie from when I was in high school and college in the 80s, I will write that down if it's something that I'm listening to and feeling nostalgic about or whatever. So this is my books and music lists. And then here I have gift ideas. And I have on this spread, I have ideas on this side. Then I have a space for my husband, my 2 boys, CJ and Cameron, and my mom. Those are the people that I always buy gifts for, so those are the people I think the most about what I want to give them. So that's why I have gift idea lists for them. Then I have over here gifts given and gifts received. And so I'll put the gift, who it's from, and what the occasion was. If it was for Christmas or birthday or anniversary or Mother's Day or whatever. So those are the lists here. Then I will flip back to July and I have more lists. I have my wish list here, and I just have a column, a line down here to create 2 columns. That's plenty of space because I only probably use this much of it in my this year planner. To buy list, just jotting down miscellaneous things that I want to buy. Again, I just made 2 columns. That's more than enough space for that. And 2 tabs on this page to mark these spreads. Then I have 2 pages for planner ideas, because if I find a sticker shop while I'm watching a planner video or I'm on Instagram, I'll write down any sticker shop ideas, if I see a new planner that I want to investigate, I'll write that down. If I see planner covers that I like, a shop that makes planner covers, I'll write that down. I'll usually, when I start to run out of certain stickers that I use a lot, I'll put a sticky note here and I'll put stickers to order, and I will write down, which stickers I need to order, whatever they are. So that's why I have 2 pages. Usually I'll have ideas over here, then I'll have a sticker over here for stickers I need to order, and I will also have another sticker for 2027 planner ideas. I could probably go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that just for funsies. I'm gonna put some sticky notes down, and I like to round the corners on my sticky notes because it's fun and it looks cute. This is on my Amazon storefront. It is a Katomaru Pro, and this thing is the absolute bomb. It's so sturdy. It's got 3 different sizes of what do you call it? Jeez. The clipper, the thing, the corner round. Jeez, my words are not coming to me today. I'm so sorry. It's got 3 different sizes for the corner rounder, so you can have a little variety with that. I think I'm going to put a green one instead of the blue. So this will be ready for me when I come in here to write stickers and planner ideas. Oops. You got to get one of these if you don't have one. Go order one. I'm telling you, it's on the Essential Planner Tools idea list or something like that. I think it's called Planner Essentials or Essential planner accessories or something. But go get one. So that's ready. I'll do stickers to order, and when I use this up, I'll just pull it off and put another one down, and I'll put 2027 planner ideas on this one. I won't take time to do it now. I gotta move along. So then in the next set of logs, I have, oh, that's funny, I use the same colors. Yeah, I guess because I like purple and green. Yeah. So these are spreads for my boys. My boys are pretty self-sufficient. Honestly, CJ's 26, Cameron's 24. But you know, sometimes even with adult kids, you have to like help them remember things. Or if I see an idea about something for them that would benefit them and I want to share it with them, I'll jot it down. You know, so I don't have to like totally keep track of every single thing about them. I mean, they're grown-ups, they can do most of that. I won't say all, but most. But I do like to keep a page in my planner, just a dashboard where I can keep notes of things that maybe I want to share with them. So again, I use these as dashboard pages. I don't actually write on the page because that way I only need 2 pages. If I start writing on here and I run out of space, then I'll have to have a page somewhere else. So I put a sticky note, jot notes, and if I use up the sticky note, I just put another one. So that's how I like to use the dashboard pages for my boys. So that's that. Then I have a personal page, and this is just like personal ideas for myself. Like if I see something I want to try, like a workout routine, I'll jot it down here, or a skincare product that I want to look into more or potentially buy, I'll put it on here. Or if I see like personal development programs like 75 hard or 45 soft, and I'm like, what's that? I need to look at that and see, maybe I'll do that. I'll write things like that here. So that's what the personal page is for. Then this is the Architect Destiny page, just maybe video ideas, maybe to remind myself to go and update my storefront or take off items that are no longer in stock, or just to put new things on there, whatever. So that's what these 2 spreads are for. Then this is my dashboard, my pencil board that I ordered from Planning with Kay, and I love it because it is coffee themed, and your girl is a coffee lover. So I just have that stuck in here so I can just pull it out whenever I want to use it to write. I'll just stick it behind my page like that. And so that is tucked in there. And then I think this is my last set of spreads till we get to the ones in the back. I put my finance spreads in the back because they're more personal. These spreads in the front, I don't mind people seeing if I'm flipping through my planner on camera. So I don't mind people seeing these. My finance spreads you will never see after I show you the setup today. So make sure you look closely if you want to see those. This is my home spreads, and this is like home projects. Things that I may want us to get done this year, like maybe, what do we want to do? Maybe get new shutters for the front of the house, or paint the front door, or something like that. Do some landscaping, put some new shrubs in the front yard, which we desperately need to do. Things like that I will put on this list. This is my periodic task list, and these are like things that you only do periodically, like maybe quarterly or semi-annually or annually or monthly or whatever. So I have the months here, January through December. Then I have the tasks here. And the things that I have listed here are flip the mattress, change air filters, check the fire and CO alarm batteries, clean the oven, clean the fridge, clean the freezer, clean the coffee pot, power wash the house, clean carpets, clean furniture, clean the washer and dryer, clean the dishwasher, wash the mattress pad, wash the bathroom mats, clean the baseboards, clean the blinds, wash windows, sprinkler maintenance, which we call somebody in to do for us. AC maintenance, we call somebody in to do that for us. Clean the air ducts, we would call somebody in. Fireplace maintenance, we would call somebody in if my husband can't do it. Change the fridge water filter, clean the comforter, sanitize the trash cans, clean the garbage disposal, clean the vacuum filters and brushes, scrub the kitchen floor, grout, and sharpen kitchen knives. And there's one thing else I want to put. Clean the garage. Clean and declutter garage. That needs to be on here, and it needs to be done this year. We didn't do that last year. And I put a little mark on here, which I hate when my pen goes astray and makes a mark. So, ta-da, fixed. Never happened. So, this is a great spread to have. If you don't have this in your planner, everybody should have this in their planner. I'll try to remember to take a picture of it and put it on Instagram in case somebody wants to copy me. So if I forget, remind me in the comments. And then we go over to the next tab, which is meals. Well, running task list and meals. I should call this like master task list. It's just like a list of someday maybe things that I want to do. There's no rush, there's no urgency, there's no time frame, but these are just things that I don't want to totally fall off my radar, but I'm not in no hurry to do them. And I will be transferring my list in my, the plan is right here. I'll be transferring my list from my Wonderland to right here so that I can keep it, so that I can keep track of it. My husband and I attempted in 2025 to transition to eating more of a Mediterranean diet. We started off kind of strong, then we fell off when we got busy, but we still want to do that. We really want to start watching what we eat. And so I bought some Mediterranean cookbooks, and so I just kind of wrote some meals from those cookbooks on these page flags, and I want to use these page flags for meal planning going forward into the next year. I'm hoping that I will have more motivation than I have on this day to do this. I'm hoping my motivation will just return to me and that I will be really energized around this. Because I really want us to do this. And so I have them kind of segmented. These are entrees, these are veggies and sides, these are breakfast items, and these are dessert items and snacks. So so I've got a piece of acetate that I cut to size, and I tipped it in with some double-sided tape so that I can just pull these off and on. And I just wrote on the page, Mediterranean meals, and put my tabs for these 2 pages. So that's what we have here. And then it goes through the end of the planner, through the end of December, and then I start into my finance spreads. Put a tab that says finances. This is the very back of the planner. See, this is the end of it. These spreads, like I said, you won't see these again after this, because once I start writing in them, they will be private, and I won't be showing them in my flip-throughs. I haven't in the past, and so that won't change. So if you're interested, pay close attention what I have back here. I have savings log, and I have 2 pages for that. The columns are date, and then in this little skinny column, I will put plus or minus, whether it's a distribution or a deposit. And then I'll put the amount in this column right beside the plus or minus. Then I'll put what the ending balance is, then a note saying what that transaction was for. Okay, so that's savings. Same setup for health savings account, same columns. Medical bills, same column. I do have a current bill for an MRI that I got last year that I put on a payment plan. So I will be transferring the remaining balance for that and continuing that on, and that will be paid off in a few months. So I'll be transferring that into here. Hopefully we won't have any more medical bills, but if we do, I'll just draw a line after this one is paid off and write paid, and then whatever the next bill is that we pay monthly, I'll just put it right here and just go with that. So that is the medical bills. Then I have my Chase Visa credit card, and I have a low spend reminder on here because we do want to be watchful over the balance on that card, because we tend to use it a lot. And we've had to put some big ticket items on there, so we're mindful of paying that down rather than continuing to run a high balance on it. So I have 3 pages for that and a reminder to low spend on that card. Then I have, since I only had 1 page here, I did not start the second credit card spread. I put a 1-page spread for my Amazon credits. And this is for if people give me Amazon gift cards and I load the gift card onto my Amazon account, I will log that here and keep the balance. So it's date plus or minus, again, the amount, the balance, and a note. I also log my credits here for when I get paid from my Amazon storefront. I choose to get Amazon credits rather than a cash payout, so I also log that here as well. Another sip of coffee. I'm getting a little dry. Good coffee. I gotta hurry up. I've got a haircut appointment at 10:30. It's 9:56, but we're almost done. I needed 2 pages for a Wells Fargo Visa credit card. We don't use that one as much. My husband mostly uses that for business expenses and for ministry and other business things that he has going. And we also use it for big ticket items for our vehicles, and that's primarily what we use it for. So I only need 2 pages. Then for my bills, last year and the year before, I believe, probably all the years before that I was tracking bills, I put all of the bills. This year, I decided to only put the bills where the amount can be variable from month to month or where the amount can change mid-year. For instance, our power bill and our electric bill, I should say, and our phone bill and our gas bill, the gas bill and the power bill are on equal payments. And so when they recalibrate our equal payments during the year, that amount will change. It will go down if we use less power than we thought. It will go up if we use more power than we thought. So those amounts can change. Also, credit card payments can change. Also, Netflix, of course, can change, and Hulu can change during the year. So I only put down the bills where the amounts can change, and I will track those because I want to see how much those amounts are. Our water bill, unfortunately, that would not do equal payments. I love equal payments for budgeting purposes, so that changes every month, so that is on here as well. So that's what I have, and I have January through June and then July through December straight across the page. And then down here, I have annual and quarterly things. One of my skincare products, I only order it like every 3 or 4 months, so I have that down here. Our Ring doorbell ring system bill, I think will be in January. I'm not sure how much it will be, so I will write that in whenever that payment comes out. Our pest control is quarterly, so I will write that in when we make those payments. And then our Microsoft 365 subscription is annually. I know that will be in January. I know it's going up from $99.99 to $129.99. They sent me a nice email, so I went ahead and wrote that in. So this is a spread to track my YouTube, AdSense income, and my Amazon income. This is a spread for refunds. If I send something back to Amazon or back to wherever I bought it from, and I'm expecting a refund to one of my credit cards or to my Amazon credits, I'll write date, the vendor or the store, the item, the amount, which credit card it comes from, or if it goes back to Amazon, I'll put AMZ. And then when I receive the refund, I'll just put a check mark or the date. This is a check log, and this is for when we write checks for appliance repairs and things like that, or when we get our AC maintenance, usually we'll write a check or something like that. So we don't write a lot of checks, so I only have one page for this. So that's where I'll put the check number, the date, the description, the payee, who we wrote the check to, and what it was for, and the amount. Then I have Chase reward points, so we get points when we use our Chase Visa credit card. I keep track of the balance of points, and when I have a good amount of points, where it's like several $100s, typically I will cash out those points to pay down the balance on the card. And same thing for Wells Fargo. So same columns, date, plus or minus, and the balance, and then a note. And then this is a page for any other miscellaneous expenses we might have, like we've got HOA, semi-annual payment that's due in January. I just got the bill for that, so I will write that here and the amount and when we paid it. If we have a bill for our escrow for our insurance and taxes for our house, usually there's an adjustment to that in order to keep our mortgage payment where it is. So typically we'll make a lump sum payment rather than our mortgage payment jumping up a couple $100s a month. So I'll write down if we make a lump sum payment for our escrow balance, the amount, and when we paid it, and that kind of thing. So that's what this is for. And that is the end of my spreads. I have a few blank, very few blank, 2, 4, 5 blank grid pages. I put a little tab here that says pens. So this will be my pen test page where I'll, do swatches of markers or pens or whatever that I might want to test out on this page. This is the grid spacing page that I can use if I ever need to draw lines to divide my page for any reason. Then back here, I have another piece of acetate, and this is my page flag page that I use for just marking events or things that only happen occasionally, but I want to mark them on the day that they happen. Like Amazon Prime Days, I need to mark those. If I want to temporarily schedule a day off, but I haven't officially done it, I'll put a day off page flag. When I want to practice guitar, I'll put these to kind of hold my place for the days that I say I want to practice, and I really need to get on that this year. I got a bass guitar last year for my birthday, and I started out strong and faded to the black toward the end of the year. Toward mid-year, actually, when I stopped taking lessons, I kind of stopped practicing too. So I really need to use these to kind of, during the week, say which 3 days during the week am I going to practice my guitar. So this is where my page flags live. If I decide I need more page flags, I'll put another piece of acetate here and just use that because I'm not going to use the contact list. I keep my contacts in my phone, so I don't need that. I do need to write in the personal info. I'll put my name and my phone number and my email address and my emergency contact if somebody finds me, passed out somewhere and I have my planner clutched in my hand. I'll put my husband's name and phone number here. And then I have another vinyl from Redbubble. And that's the end, guys. And so the other thing I have in here is this vinyl pocket that came with this craft folder, which would not fit in here without you know, not leaving enough room for my planner. As you can see, I didn't mention this. This is a big oversight. I put my planner on strings. I put it right here in July, kind of in the middle. I put my planner on the string, and that way it fits in here perfectly without bulging out. I was really stressed that my planner was not going to fit in here, but this is the way that it fits. As you can see, it fits in here perfectly with everything in here. So, and I put it in the middle so that when I open it up to plan, it lays flat. It even lays flat at the very beginning when I'm planning in January. I have a nice flat surface on this side and on this side. So I love how this worked out. So yeah, I have it on the 3rd string in the planner. The 4th, there's one string here that I'm not using. Actually, excuse me, I have it on the 2nd string. I'm not using the 3rd string, and I have this on the 4th string. I have this little pocket. I just have some deco stickers in here from Wonderland. This is the Mama Bear sticker. This is the whale sticker from Wonderland 222. This is my washi cutter from, I can't remember where it's from, but it says Planner Life, and it is a metal washi cutters card, which is really cute. I'll try to remember to put up here where I got that. If I forget, ask me in the comments, and I will let you know. And then I wrap this around. This is the back side of this, and it has the zip pocket. And I have my $2 bills in here from my mom and my mom's friend. And I have, this is where I keep my receipts to scan for fetch. And I always do that on Sunday when I'm doing my planning for the next week. I will scan my fetch receipts as well. So I keep those in here. Then wrapped around this sticker paper notebook that I am going to keep my most used stickers. As you can see, I started putting some of them in here. I didn't get very far. I have my ATM stickers, my gas stickers, planner stickers, grocery shopping, coffee, and then my TV stickers. So that's as far as I got, but I have plenty of pages to put any stickers that I might want to use on the go so that I don't have to carry my sticker books with me. So I'm excited to be able to carry some of my planner stickers with me. And that fits very nicely here in the back. Then in this back scallop slip pocket, I have my Hobonichi Weeks notebook. That is my reference planner. I just have things in here that I need to keep with me. I have a reference notebook. You all have seen that at some point in my planner life on YouTube. But this is just like on-the-go reference that I keep here, and it has personal stuff in it, so I won't open it, but I keep it. I will keep it right back here where I have easy access to it. And then I have just a sheet of the Urban sticker blotter paper. Not sticker, blotting paper for, you know, if I'm using a marker that doesn't dry very fast, I can put blotting paper in between the pages so it doesn't transfer, or I can just dab it like that, put it on the marker and dab to get the excess ink to keep it from transferring. So that lives right there. Again, this is the pen loop, which I will not use. And that, guys, is my planner. The only thing that I could not fit in here in this setup, and I was disappointed because I really wanted to have this beautiful turquoise grid paper notebook, but it would not fit. So I'm not using this inside my planner right now, as well as this craft paper folder. I wanted to be able to put stickers in here, but as you can see, that's not necessary. I have the sticker release notebook, and I have this little fly leaf right here that I can put stickers. So I'm not missing out with the stickers. So yeah, guys, that is my setup for 2026. I am so happy with it. I am so excited to get started planning in my Faded Chronicle TN planner inside my Traveler's Notebook. hopefully you got lots and lots of ideas from this setup video. If you did, please tell me in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what ideas you're gonna use in your planner that I shared. Give me ideas that you have that I don't know about, or that I probably didn't think about, that I might be interested in. So please leave a comment. Please like if you like the video. Please subscribe if you enjoy my content overall. And thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. That's it for me for now. Bye.